Friends, here we are. It's Saturday, my favorite live of the week. Other than the classes, of course. I love the classes. But the Saturday Psychic Sampler is my favorite because we get to really dig into it. I'll use as many cards as I want to answer your questions in the most in-depth way possible. So please give me those specific questions. I see a lot of you are here already and have gotten your questions in. We're going to get started to do that in just a moment. Of course, I am Christiana Gaudet. I am your Tarot Fairy Godmother, and I'm so excited to be here and so excited to see all of you. All right, just to let you know, in the description is a link to get your ticket for W. Dave Big Bang. That is the World Divination Association virtual event. It is a 48-hour non-stop virtual experience in a Facebook group where there is always someone teaching. I'll be teaching on Sunday at 1 p.m., not this coming Sunday, but the following. It's the 14th and 15th. So at 1 p.m. Eastern time, I'll be teaching. But there are so many great teachers, a lot of StarCon people, a lot of people you know, a lot of people you haven't met yet. Check it out. There's also a link for a StarCon. Check that out for sure. A link to become a member here, and why wouldn't you want to? And a link to book a session with me. So check those out after we're done. Now, let's get right into it. Let's bring up Card Cam. And you will see I am working with the beloved Light Seers Tarot. Let us get going here. And thank you everyone for being here. Really appreciate you. The first question I see is from Liz Harrison. Liz, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for being a member. Let's get those cards ready, shall we? We got that. Is that all the cards? Yes, that's all the cards. All right. Have you ever taken what you thought was all the cards out, did some great readings, and then found there were one or two cards left in the box? That is a common tarot experience. It does not nullify the efficacy of the reading when that happens. At the same time, please, for the love that is holy, for the love of all that is holy, do not use that as an excuse to be walking around reading knowingly with a broke deck. All right? Good. Good. All right, Liz Harrison, here we go. I've always been a stay-at-home mom with 4 kids. Wow, bless you. Ranging 10 to 17 years old. This week, I was given an opportunity to go back to my old job prior to having kids and working part-time. It's never been a consideration to not stay home with my kids until they're all grown. How would it look if I took this job? Is it adding too much to my already full plate? How will my kids fare with me working? Well, let's see. If you take this job, you'll enjoy it. You'll enjoy working, and you'll enjoy the balance of, being mom is great. It's the best job in the world, but being something else at the same time is going to feel good. I think you would really like it. I think it will also ease the pain of the inevitable empty nest when it comes. So I think on that level, it's wise. I think financially, I don't think you would do this for the money. I think you would do this to add something to your life. How would it be for the kids? They will have the attitude about it that you tell them to have. I hate to say that, but if you let them know this is a family project, mom has been here to support you for all of this time. Now we're all going to work together to support each other and make sure that the kids recognize their role in helping out here. I think if you want to do this, it would be good for everyone concerned. If you don't want to do it, there's no reason you have to. But if you want to, I think it's good. Mixu here, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. I see your question. You're coming up right after Jeannie Mnuchin. Jeannie Mnuchin is next. Thanks for being here, Jeannie. Thanks for being a member, and thanks for using members-only emojis. I had a great time in New York City. Well, that is fabulous. I'm excited. Returning to many things unattended. Yeah, doesn't it always go that way? I'm teaching a workshop in a week, but have only one person signed up. Is it likely to run? I'm also performing a puppet slam. That's so cool. How will it go? Okay, let's work backwards. The puppet slam. Nothing to be worried about here. I think it'll be great. I think it will be good for you. I think it'll be a good experience. Nothing to worry about. This class with only one sign up, I'm not sure. I could see it going either way. So don't judge it. Just deal with it as it happens, because I'm really not sure. All right. Mix you here. Here we are, Michelle. My 73-year-old dad is recovering from COVID. I'm worried he may develop long COVID. He lost his sense of taste for days, which is a bad sign, long COVID-wise. Will he develop long COVID? What do I need to know about his health if he does? If he doesn't, what do I need to know about his health generally? I'm so sorry you're dealing with this. So, what do we think? Long COVID for dad? No. I think it may take a while for him to heal because of his age and some other things about him physically. But I don't think it will be like years and years of misery, or even months and months and months of misery, although maybe a month or two. That's what I think. And what do you need to know about his health generally? I mean, I don't think he's at death's door, and I think he takes care of himself to the best of his ability from his perspective. There may be things that we think he could do better, but he's doing the best he can from his perspective. So, I mean, I think it's as good as it can be. Oh, Liz, thank you. That is so helpful. I've been torn whether it would be good for me or if I'd have a sense of mom guilt. Oh, you're going to have mom guilt for the rest of your life, for everything. And then when your kids grow and tell you all the things they think you did wrong, it won't even be the things you feel guilty about. Welcome to being a mom. That's everybody. It wouldn't be for the money, but for my working with an amazing employer of the last few years of his career before he retires. Yeah, and I think it would be good for you and good for the kids because, you know, in these days, the ability to stay home with the kids is a rare thing indeed. It's a rare privilege, and it's so good you've been able to do that. But it is probably good to raise your kids to expect a world where that may not be able to happen. So that's another reason it's good. All right. Nalini Kalu, thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for using members-only emojis. Should I be actively looking for a better job, or should I just finish out the year with the job I have? The money isn't enough, and the coworkers are extremely trashy, and some are even bullies. It's so frustrating. Ew, that sounds horrible. So in terms of working the current job, the thing is, you can go in, do your job, and have it be okay. It's not the best, but you can just stay in your happy place and be okay. It's all right. Should you be looking for another job? Of course you should be. Of course you should be. Yes, 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 yes. When do I think you will find another job? When the right one comes around, but like maybe even soon. It could be soon. So yes, I think you should look for another job, but I also think that you should try to be at peace with the job you have while you have it. So do both. All right. Melissa Grosso, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Happy Saturday. This is you were on point with a previous reading. Cool. I pulled the Two of Cups reversed twice this week for my daily readings. Was wondering what it was about, and I think I know. I have a female friend who has recently started a business. Over the last few months, she's been trying to seek me out on an MLM and variety of other for-fee experiences. It seems our friendship has turned into a pay-to-play situation. I have said no to the MLM and have backed off a bit. I noticed yesterday that she removed me from her social media accounts. I wish her love and success. My question is, how do I interpret this situation? Is there something I could have done to prevent this? I am going to do the reading, but you cannot mention I can't speak. You cannot mention MLMs without triggering a rant. So friends, here goes. I'll try to keep it short. It's Christiana's MLM rant. Okay, we've all bought from MLMs. Avon, Mary Kay, Tupperware back in the day. When I first started my business, it was during the home dem craze. And so I would be there with party light people or the pleasure party people. That was the most fun, the sex toys. Or the pampered chef people. And I was a great add-in. So that's really how I built my business. So clearly, I have a lot of experience with the old school kitchen table MLMs that were really kind of fine. What's going on now is not fine. It's a freaking cult and it's toxic. MLM is not a business. An MLM is a situation where you spend money to buy into a cult. And from there, if you're at the top, you'll make some money, but it's a freaking Ponzi scheme. The people on the bottom don't make money, they spend money, and that supports the people on the top. It is the worst kind of Ponzi scheme. So, MLMs in 2023, I mean, again, I'm sort of accepting maybe the Avon and the old tried and true ones or whatever, but the ones that are specifically in the health and wellness community, I'm looking at you, specifically health and wellness community people, a lot of them are absolutely fraudulent. And it's a bad scene. So in general, MLMs are toxic and the people who buy into them become toxic. That's what I have to say. I hope I didn't piss off too many people, but I've seen it. I have seen it over and over again, and I've seen it grow over the years. I've been doing this work for 30 years. And I've seen these people, I've started a business. No, you freaking didn't. You gave a bunch of money to make someone else rich and to buy into their stupid wellness thing that isn't going to make anyone well at all. Sorry, there it is. All right, let's do the reading. All right. Melissa, here, thanks for the rant. Right, and Melissa, this is a $5,000 product. Yeah, bite me all the way to hell and back. No, we're just not doing that. I'm sorry, but it's bullshit. Sorry, but there it is. Okay, now, let me do the reading. Okay, so this particular friend has been a decent friend, and this is really, really sad. Unfortunately, this person got hooked. This person is a victim as much as she is a perpetrator, and it's really unfortunate. But once you're in for that kind of money, the psychology is you must defend it. Because in the US, where cash is king, if you have wasted money, if you have spent something on something you shouldn't have, there's shame there. There's American shame in a really big way. And so once people are bought in, they have to stay bought in or else there will be shame. So at that point, we're now throwing good money after bad, right? Now, she was really ripe for the toxic brainwashing that basically says the way you do this is you give all your friends an opportunity to participate. This is an opportunity. This is a great opportunity. You give this opportunity to your friends. If they don't see the opportunity, you get rid of them because they're obviously stupid. So what has happened, dear Melissa, is your friend has been completely brainwashed and has decided you're stupid because you're not going to buy into her scheme. Is there anything you could have done to prevent this? Not a thing. What were you going to do at any stage of this? How were you going to let her know that she was enrolling in something really toxic? How were you going to let her know that the thing that she believed was going to make the difference in her life, this holy grail, magic bullet thing that's going to make all her problems go away, how is she going to hear that it's not? So at no point in this process could you have done anything but say no thank you. And now all you can do is not take it personally and have some sorrow that your friend has fallen prey to this. But I'm going to say this as well. You don't fall prey to something like this at that level. If you are a person who does real research, I think your friend is a very decent person. I really do. I think this is super sad. But I also think she trusted too much and did not do her own research, and she wanted to believe. She wanted the magic bullet. And she doesn't understand why you don't. And the reason is because you're smart and you can see through it. I'm sorry. There it is. All right. Oh, Rose, thank you for that. Very good points about American shame around money, having to stay in when the money is spent, right? Right? That's why we throw good money after bad, because like the equivalent of being a good person in the US, in our culture, is to have money and use it wisely. If you do not have money, you're not a good person. If you do not use your money wisely, you're not a good person. And obviously, I have fought against this all my life. And I know a lot of you have too, but that's where we are in our culture. And so there it is, absolutely. Lori Provost, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Melissa, very lovely person. She is, but no research and a bit gullible. I'm sorry. Let's just, whatever kind of prayer you do, let's pray for her well-being. That's all we can do, right? All right. Who is up next? It's George. Nice to see you. Rose, dang, you are throwing down truths. Yeah, sometimes, man. I can't help it. Scorpio in Scorpio season. There'll be no shutting me up for the next few weeks. There it is. All right. So, George, what is Sherry feeling about me? Is he going to talk to me soon or regret what he's done? No. There's no reason for him to regret it. That's how he is. My question is, why are you still focused on this person that has proven to you what and how he is? All right. Trey, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Can I have advice for my project? I go back and forth on if I care enough to do it. Heart says yes, mind says no. Well, let's look at this project. Yeah, and if the mind says no, you're going to stay stuck. But it is a good project, and when your heart says yes, your heart says yes. Your heart says yes. No, you know what? No, wrong. I don't believe it. It's not your heart saying yes and your mind saying no. It's the part of you that is confident and knows that you are able saying yes. And the part of you that wonders if anything at all is worth it because you're cynical and you are smart enough to see just all the things that are screwed up in the world. So is anything worth it? That's the part of you that says no. So the question is, as screwed up as everything on the planet is, as right as you are about all the problems in the world, can you have enough faith in the good things, because there are good things in the world? Can you have enough faith in the good things to just go forward and stop second guessing yourself and be willing to show up good and well in an unwell world? Because honestly, Trey, the more of us that can do that, the better the world's going to be. I'm not trying to put the well-being of the world on your shoulders, but it could be some nice collateral benefit, just say it. All right. Okay. Oh, interesting. I hadn't seen this comment. You had said in a private reading that the friendship would likely fall flat because she would see me as not supporting her business if I don't buy into the various expensive things she is selling. Right. And here we are. But it's beyond that. It's not just you not putting your money into it. It's you not seeing the truth. There really is a cult conspiracy situation with these MLMs. There really is. So, beyond your control. Seriously. Oh, Trey, thank you. That is all very accurate and the truth of the matter. Yeah. And for those of you who are tarot readers, that was a good example of a reading where I was going right along with what the querent said and the cards didn't match it. And so when the cards don't match what the querent is saying, it is perfectly okay to say, yeah, no, I don't think it's like that. And if the querent is a good, decent thinking person like Trey, they'll admit to it. So works out. Thank you so much. All right. Alan, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Will I come out of the legal situation and will his lawyers do a good job? Yeah, this is going to be fine and could represent an entire new start for you, which could be a good thing. All right. Oh, these are exactly the kinds of questions I enjoy. DH, nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. I've had a few dates with Jay. Any potential? This is my favorite kind of reading. I mean, there does seem to be an energetic flow. There does seem to be a little bit of connection. One or both of you has had like so much trauma in the past. And the question is like, are you personally ready to bring something to a relationship? Oh, heck yeah, you are. Is Jay ready to bring something to a relationship? Yes. Could there be compatibility? I think so. As you get to know each other, yes. The problem? I think one or both of you could be extremely gun shy and could be spotty about communication. What should you do? Like, don't fight hard to make this work. If the flow is there and it's moving forward, I think it's fine. If it starts to feel like pulling teeth to get communication, walk away. So, is there potential? There is, but to a point. And it will be based on communication, presence, and willingness to be in the relationship, which is not going to be your issue. It's going to be Jay's issue, having nothing to do with you, but having things to do with what Jay has experienced in the past and to some extent is unhealed from. All right. Rishu, nice to see you. Will Joe send me the document by next week or will he keep avoiding? Ah, so hard. Wow, same cards that came up before, although I shuffled. Let's shuffle again now. And let's see, because I don't love those cards for this question. But since we saw them just a minute ago, let's just do another shuffle and let's try again, shall we? I don't think he wants to. I think he knows he has to, though. I think there's a way where he really does have to. Will he now do it in the time frame? I think he will eventually do it. And I think he knows he has to. Why is he procrastinating? Because he's like that. He's just like that. So yes, it will happen. I don't know if it'll happen in the time frame you want. How can I try to better communicate with him? The only thing you could do is make him understand that it's in his self-interest, because he is entirely self-interested. Just saying. All right. Okay, Madihan Ness, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. I made a proposal. Will it work out? What did A think of it? What did B think of it? What did C think of it? What else can I do? Okay, well, let's kind of work backwards. What did A think of your proposal? Interesting. Not attached. Interesting. What did B think of your proposal? What did C think of your proposal? You know, when we look at this proposal, it's a decent proposal. It really is. But I feel like the people that it was presented to have other priorities and other things bothering them. So I don't know if you're going to get the results that you would like from this, but please understand, the proposal is good. So even if it doesn't fly now, it can fly later. Okay, so don't be discouraged if it doesn't go your way right now. All right. Adriana Belange, so nice to see you. My boss said that he will move TT to another role outside his area before July 24. Will he do it, and will she accept it or leave? Yeah, I think he will do it. I think it's his plan to do it, yes. Will she accept it or leave? That would depend on the moment. She would like to leave, but it will depend on whether she has other options. Okay, Janine Barnes. Thanks for being here. It's good to see you. This is a hard one. Relationship ended after knowing him 30 years. Wow, that's a lot. Give me a minute. We need some tea for this tea. All right. He has met someone now. He has met someone now. How does my ex feel about the end? It makes him sad, just like it makes you sad. But, like, I don't think he's over it any more than you're over it. I think the new relationship is a distraction. Fine, you may end up with one of those two. But I think he's processing it and mourning it the same way you are. The thing is, though, I don't see a way, like when we look at this relationship, I don't see a way you could have made it work. I feel like it had to end. And that's an important thing ultimately for both of you to come to. And 30 years is a long time. But what I feel is it never should have been 30 years. Santiago, so nice to see you. I would like to know what I can expect between Cesar and me. I feel a good vibe, but not sure if he may be bi or curious. Could it be a potential? And right, that's so hard. It's especially hard if your gaydar isn't good, right? But I think there is a vibe there. And obviously, I think you have to be careful about how you pursue it, but there could be potential. All right. Table for one. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member here, Diana. We appreciate you. With this tool, let me read correctly. Will this tool I just got be a game changer for a business I had on the back burner? And will this business be the key to promoting my nonfiction books I'm writing? Okay. And she goes on, it's the tarot astrology herbology thing. I chose to focus on the paranormal and the Halloween pod store for the Halloween season, and this is the most year-round of the three. So this tool, game changer? Maybe. But you're going to have to learn, and it's not going to be as quick as you think. Will it be the key to promoting the nonfiction books? It really could be. Yes. So learn it and take your time. I think it could be game-changing, but it's not immediate. Smile Soul 20, thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. My question is, will I get a promotion at the place I work at? Ooh, there's that Page of Swords again. And the Knight of Cups. I'm going to say yes. And honestly, Smile Soul 20, we have seen a number of things over time indicating some forward motion for you work-wise and some improvement financially. So I feel like this could be that. All right. Janine Barnes, is he happy with her? She's a distraction. There it is, you know? So is he happy being distracted? Sure. Okay. All right. Barbie Bird, here we go. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for using members-only emojis. Oh no, I have some family trouble this weekend. Will the police find my sister okay, and will she get the help she needs? I am so sorry. I'm so sorry that that's a thing. I'm sorry that has to be a question. But yes. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. I feel like what is happening here is a thing that really had to happen. There's no choice to get her the help she needs. So I think it will all work out in the long run. I'm so sorry you're going through it, though. It's hard. Allie Mammon, nice to see you. Thanks for being here. We appreciate you. Is my dog, doing okay health-wise? So obviously, the thing I want to say, of course, is that your veterinarian will be your best source of health information regarding your dog. But let's take a look and see what we got. I wonder if you are noticing sort of some intermittent behaviors or issues with your dog that makes you wonder. And I'm going to say the wonder, and it does feel intermittent. And I don't think it's serious. But there's something there. So when you can, I would definitely get it checked out. I think there is something, but I don't think it's terrible. All right. Rose, thanks so much for being here. Thanks for being a member. This is a question I can really identify with. Hang on, I just overscrolled. Okay, here we are. Thank you for being a member. We really appreciate you, Rose. I want to be okay driving a car by myself. I understand this. I didn't get my license until I was 24. I didn't start driving regularly until I was in my 30s. I totally get this. I want to be okay driving a car by myself. I never liked driving. I stopped driving for decades. Now I started driving with my husband. The big day of driving on the highway, the tire's flat. Sorry. My loved ones say, we'll drive you around. We've been doing it for decades, but I want to drive even though I'm anxious. Will I drive? Am I supported by my guides in driving, or does the flat say no? Okay. Can you drive? Like, not everyone can. It's a lot. And especially like psychic people have a really hard time driving. I'm sorry, but we do. Okay, so can you? You've got some worries or anxieties or traumas from the past that make it hard. If you would get yourself to drive, it would be a great healing. Should you work toward that? Yes. You need to address not the driving, but the anxiety. Look at the anxiety. Look at what caused you to feel this way. Look at what caused you to feel like you are not competent to do this, when in fact you are. You're more competent than half of the people out there. Now, should you interpret the flat as a sign that you should not drive? No, God, no. You should interpret the flat as a sign that things go wrong with cars, and a lot of the time we just fix it and move on. I think you absolutely should drive. I think your loved ones are being very supportive, and I appreciate that. And I think you can thank them and say, yeah, I may rely on you for rides, but I'm an adult and I need to be able to do this. There's no reason I can't do this. And then do the emotional work. This is, like, in a lot of ways, this is like an emotional issue. We could even call it a medical issue. So work with it from that perspective. The issue first is quelling anxiety. All right. Okay, I saw this happening. I'm so excited, Martha Vig. I loved the time with Erica the other night and ordered her book and cards. I love this. I'm so excited for you. Oh my gosh. Is Lenormand something I might be interested in? Sorry. I'm putting words in your mouth. Let me try this again. Is Lenormand something that might be an interesting hobby for me to study more, or should I remain a curious onlooker? Well, the only way to know is to try. And the thing is, like, it's very different from your primary spiritual training. But I think you can be both. I think you can be curious. I think you can be a practitioner. I think you can learn about yourself. You can learn about your life. And the great thing about Lenormand, like, that language is a simple language. If you're just starting, this is a great way to start. And you connected with Erica, and, you know, she has to connect with. She's pretty great. So yeah, I'm glad you supported her work. First of all, thank you for that. But yeah, I mean, I don't think you're going to become a professional diviner, nor do you need to. But I think to have this as something you do for fun, for interest, to keep your brain open, yeah, absolutely, yes. Yes, yes. Hey, Renata, nice to see you. Oh, yeah, I saw that, Martha. I snuck you in at the end. Her reading with you was sadly cut short because it was at the end, so I didn't get a full picture. I'll need to explore her answer with you or her. Yeah, but you know, what she did in that question is she left it open-ended because of those clouds. It was the clouds that made it worrisome. And the clouds could be your own doubts. And whether or not those doubts will manifest into yes or no or whatever, I think is a question. I think it's really an invitation to explore your doubts and see where they're coming from. So if, you know, all apologies to Erica, but that's what, because I was paying attention to those cards. And that's what I got from it. Obviously, I'm not the expert, but I kind of am an expert on you. A little bit. So that's what I got, if that helps. Oh, Rose, thank you, thank you, thank you. Your guidance has helped me to reframe the issue to get to the core of the problem, and it will be healing for me. We'll report on how it goes. Let me know, man. I get it. And honestly, there was a time, even in my adult life, there were like 3 years I chose not to drive. So yeah, I totally get it. And honestly, if you don't feel safe to drive, you shouldn't drive. But I think you can get to a point where you feel safe and where you are competent. All right. All right. Cassandra, so nice to see you. Cassandra, I would like to ask about my boyfriend and when we can expect him home from deployment. When might he come home from deployment? I feel like I think it's less than 12 months. Could it be 3 months? Could he be back in 3 months? Is that possible? I think it could be 3 months. It could be 5 months. So I don't think it's that long. And for Raquel, to ask about the niece, your cousin, Rocky, and her health. I think there's an issue there. I think there's a problem. There's a problem. There is a real issue. I don't know how much of this is physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, and I wonder if there are some emotional issues that are causing a physical issue to be worse. So I think there is a problem there. Ashley, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. I would like to know if my grandmothers are around me and do they have a message for me? I mean, I feel like one more than the other. But the message is just very much about being empowered in your own life, like you do you. The message is this is your time, so do what feels right for you. They are not particularly hands-on here, but I think that's because they trust you to live your life well. Oh, Martha, thank you. Erica's bio made her even more interesting. Yeah, I thought about that connection. She almost became an Episcopal priest. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly right. Yeah, those clouds. Yeah, there you go. There you go. And yes, I do like to think that I know you, and it's my honor and privilege to know you, Martha, for sure. All right. Hey, Renata, Quinn Kilharius, nice to see you. What did M.A. think about our conversation today? How did he feel about my stance during it? I'm not sure stance is the right English word for it, but I mean like the way I spoke and behaved. Yeah, that's fine. That's a fine word. It's not entirely precise, but close enough that I got your meaning. So what did he think about the conversation? Feels like you were drawing some boundaries. Feels like you were talking about some things where you're not entirely happy and you're letting him know about it. How did he feel about it? I don't think he particularly liked it at all. I don't think he liked it at all. How did he feel about your stance, your demeanor, your delivery? I don't think he wants to trust it. I don't think he knows what to do with you speaking your truth. And that's kind of a concern. So I feel like there may need to be more conversations and he's going to need to be able to listen and understand and embrace. So we'll see. Say Chong, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. How is the Pisces feeling about me? I think there's been some hurt there. I think there's been some hurt, but I also think there could be some conversation and forgiveness. All right. Justine, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for using members-only emojis. You did go to the concert. That's great, and you had a good time. Fabulous. Kind of uncomfortable being in public, still dealing with the same issues last week. Now tonight, your friend has set up a little double date that you've been looking forward to, torn about whether it's okay to go. I'm really concerned someone will notice this. You're the one who notices it. I'm going to give you an example. Yesterday during lunch, I don't know how I did this. I am 61 years old and have been feeding myself for a long time. But somehow I bit my tongue while I was eating. I had to do a party last night, the first Halloween party of the season. I had a cut on my tongue. It wasn't bleeding, but it was sore and swollen. For every reading I gave, I felt like I was lisping. It was painful. I felt like it must be so obvious to these people that I'm like talking, blah, 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 blah. That's how it felt. No one saw it. No one noticed. It was a little uncomfortable for me, but I had a great party and it was fabulous. And I think this is a similar thing. Uncomfortable for you, not noticeable for other people. Just go. And even if it is noticeable, I mean, it's not as stupid as I'm a grown-up and I bit my tongue. That's what my grandchildren are doing. It's not, it's just like, I guess I'm electric, right? Just make a joke of it and have fun. All right. Morgana the Great. Did I actually do the reading for Justine or did I just lecture her? I think we better do that reading because I'm not sure I pulled cards. I think I might have. Morgana, you're up next. But I think I might have just shared the story and been done. So let's pull some cards for this double date for Justine, to be fair. You are worried about being out in the community, but it's really not so bad. You're coming back into balance. It'll take time, but it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Go. That's what I have to say. Okay. Morgana, thank you for your patience. Here we go. I'm really concerned someone will notice this. Oh, no, wait a minute. Sorry. Morgana. My question today is more philosophical than conspiracy. Oh, changing it up, are we? Very good. Are there really gods, or does the changes and miracles humans attribute to them, are they just actually shifting and are they us shifting and manipulating energy? Someone has so much faith in their request for God or goddess that their belief actually is the propeller for the energy shift. I hope this makes sense to you. If it doesn't, I'll try to rephrase it. Yes, and I will do the reading, but I want to talk about it first, so I'm going to give you the face. Here's the face. Hello. There was an author, and was it Isaac Bonowitz, maybe? Back in the 60s or 70s? I think that's who it was. Who came up with the concept of the cosmic switchboard. And he was talking specifically about paganism, so the pantheons of gods and goddesses. And what he said is this: it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if they exist or don't exist because we have been telling their stories and doing their rituals and doing work with them for all of these years. So if they did not exist to begin with, they do now. So I subscribe to that, but let's do the reading. Okay, let's pull a card. Are deities real in the sense of they existed before we brought them into existence? Okay, are deities real? So that's interesting because we could say they are thought forms made real. We could say they are real, but not in the sense that we are. They are energy, but there is some reality there. It just did. OMG. Maybe this happened to your tongue so that you could pass along the silly story to me to make me feel better today. As you know, I've been really struggling with this. Yeah, I know. I get it. I totally get it. All right. And thank you, Morgana, for a really great question. That's something I love to talk about. Michelle F., so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. We appreciate you. I'm buying a house. Congratulations. That's so cool. Will the process go smoothly? Of course not. Of course not, but it will be so worth it. It's going to be so good. You will end up with a house, but no, the process is going to be hell. It's okay. It's okay. Worth it. And congratulations. Aria Wilson, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. What message does my ancestor D have for me? That you are not responsible for anyone else's happiness and no one is responsible for your happiness. Make your happiness your business. Adricia Roy, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. October, love and work. Okay, let's do it. We'll do one card for each. Love. The things you've been working on aren't working, so you're going to have to meet new people and try new things, and I think that's what you're working on. Work, really good possibilities. Growth, new opportunities, acknowledgement, good stuff. Really good stuff. Martha, that was a perfect card. Spirit equals energy in my book, right? Same. Yeah, that was really great, actually. Joanne Ellis. Yes, I am well, thank you. I would like to ask the cards, should I sell my shares or keep them? Sell my shares. That is a hard combination of words for me to say. But yes, should I sell my shares or keep them? Stock market on a retail company. And obviously, when we talk about financial advice, you may have a financial person who is a better source of information here. But let's see what the cards say. I don't know, man. I am kind of a fan right now of keeping them if you can. I feel like it might make sense to keep them. All right, so they've gone down. So I guess really the question is, like, will they go back up? And see, I think they will. I feel like you've lost so much already. Hanging in and waiting for them to go back up might make sense. Audrey M., nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Claire, thank you so much for being here. Claire C., thanks for being a member. We appreciate you. I just gave a home to 2 of my daughter's kittens, but my allergies are getting bad around them. Yuck, I'm having some allergy issues today. I get it. Will they find a good home if I return them? It'll take a little time, but yes. Yes, and you cannot be in a position of making yourself sick no matter how cute the kitties are. Teresa, thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member, and thanks for being a moderator. What positive changes can I expect within the next week's eclipse? Oh, Joanne, that's what your mother and father say. Well, at least I'm in good company. I don't know for nothing regarding that, but at least I'm in good company with the cards. There you go. All right. So, Teresa, positive changes. I'm going to say it's going to affect you in terms of your personal relationship with yourself. There will be less negative self-talk. You will be more comfortable with yourself and more comfortable in your skin and in your surroundings and with your plan and with your life. So it's all about healing, my friend. Jenny, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. We appreciate you. Feeling a little melancholy today. I'm sorry. Any advice from my spirit guides today to understand this feeling? What a great question. Okay. Jenny, I think you are ready for something new. I think the melancholy is coming from of late. It could be a lack of fun. It could be a lack of inspiration. I feel like you need to actively do something that is fun and or inspiring, and that'll fix it. All right. And Jenny, I'm so sorry your feeling's that way, but it'll bring you to a better truth. You will learn something new and it will help you. Not a better truth, but a new truth, a new thing, a new journey. Martha Vink, back to our conversation on MLM. She mentions Amway. Oh my gosh, the worst. The worst. Oh, maybe Prime America. You could put that one in there too. Okay, Karen Winkle, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. I know your daughter is often here asking for you. It's so good to see you in person. We're always happy to see your daughter too. Thank you for being a member, Karen. Thank you for being here today. What do I need to know about the current situation with Nugget? Could cost you some money. I could tell you that. But I feel like what you're dealing with here, you're going to have to make some decisions. But I think it's workable. I think it's workable. Hey, Kimmy's Divination Station. Good to see you. Thanks for being here. All right. CB Muzz, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Will my daughter attend in person her university in January? Grateful for your support. Well, I'm grateful for your support, so thank you. Do we think she will? I do. I do, but I feel like there's going to be a focus on the social life while she's there, so make sure she also focuses on her studies. Maudib, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. This is hilarious. This is going back to the multi-level marketing rant from Trey. I've noticed a lot of the mean girls I knew from high school are either nurses or in MLMs. Now, no shade on nurses, because I know a lot of great nurses, but that is an interesting thing to notice, for sure. Okay, and the next question is from Lori Provost. Lori, thank you for being here. We appreciate you. I hope you subscribe. Do you see any opportunity for me as far as my career? I feel like yes, but it's big and it requires your participation. This is not, I think, hang on a minute. I'm a beverage goblin. Have you heard about that? A beverage goblin, a person who has more than one beverage at the same time? That is always me, right? But when you talk for a living, you kind of have to be. Oh, Jenny, I need to get out more and really do new things. I think you do. I really do. Okay, so back to this. Lori Provost. Not only do I see an opportunity, I see like a huge, exciting opportunity, but it's going to involve you. It's going to involve either you looking for it or asking for it or showing up for it when it's there. It's going to be big and it's going to be scary, but it's there and you should definitely do it. So now there's this whole conversation about nursing going on. Yeah, we all have our experiences for sure. And Karen, glad to be here today. Yes, so good to see you. Yeah, definitely mull it over. That's the key. Okay. All right, next question is Kathleen Patricia. So good to see you. Thanks for being here. What is my next best step? To wait and think and figure it out. There is a step, but I think that you have fundamentally made changes to your life, and you need to really look at those fundamental changes and think about what you want to add, what you want to take away, what's working, what's not working, and take it from there. So your next step is to not take a step, it's to think. Okay. All right. Lori, can you see what the opportunity is? So especially with those two major arcana cards, like if you wanted to book and like do a half hour or an hour with me, we could really dig into that. But honestly, that's going to be very much up to you. You're in control of that. What do you want the opportunity to be? I think so much of these cards, Judgment and the Chariot, are here to talk to you about owning your own desires and owning your own possibilities. All right. All right, me is here. General guidance for me. Okay, Saturday Psychic Sampler. We normally do specific questions, but I am happy to do this for you. General guidance for me. Lean into your creativity, your leadership, and, do not bang your head against a wall trying to make something work that isn't working. Yolanda, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. I have an offer for an interview at another job. Like, that was confusing to me, right? Like, do you have an offer or do you have an interview? Those are two different things. I don't see how those things go together. But let's assume that you have or will get the offer. Just let's assume that, because I'm not sure if you have or not. And I'm not psychically predicting that you will, because again, I don't know if you have or have not. But let's say you get the offer or you have the offer. It's much more money, but it's further away. I mean, that's up to you. I don't think the commute would be that bad. Would you like working there? See, this is the thing. The money may be better. I'm not worried about the commute, but I'm worried about the environment. You're one who really wants the right environment. The environment you're working in now versus the environment that would be. I mean, where you're working now isn't perfect, but that one could be really problematic. So I would really want to be clear and do a lot of research to find out, like, what is the culture there? And that should be your deciding factor, is learning about the culture. A recruiter contacted you. Okay, so it's someone, okay, I get it. That's an offer for an interview. Thank you for explaining to me how that could happen. I really appreciate it. And it's nice that recruiters are looking at you. I mean, one way or the other, that's a good sign, right? You got to take that as a good sign. Okay, Kanchan Verma, thanks for being here. Hang on. I just overscrolled. Give me a minute. May I ask guidance for my career? I've been keeping my official documents updated so it won't create an issue later. Well, the thing is, there's stuff about the current situation career-wise that you don't love. And there's an ongoing history here. I think in terms of how the job is going, I think there's going to be changes. I think you are getting ready for something new. I don't know what the time frame is. I don't know if it's a month, a year, I don't know. But you're getting ready for something new. Okay, from Ness. Adi is asking if he'll get this job he's been waiting for. What should be his next steps? So the job he's been waiting for, man, they're going to make him wait. I do think he'll get it. I do, but it's taking time. What should he do? I think he just has to be awesome, as per usual, and just know it will happen and just stay very present. The intention is for it to happen. It's not easy for it to happen, but it will happen. Okay, Cassandra, I did get to your question. I did see your question. I got yours and your mother's, so that is there. Okay, here we go, Trey. Here comes the conspiracy theories. You know we love these. My aunt was watching a video about this missing person, Brian Schaefer, 27 years old, medical student. She wants to know, did he die by accident or murder? Did he run away to start a new life? Is he still alive? Let's see. Let's see what we see. Okay. Is he still alive? I don't think so. I don't think so. Accident, murder. Accident. I think it was an accident. So sad. That's hard, right? Rosemarie, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Do I have any ancestors around me or spirits? If so, who? Or if you cannot say who, are they male or female? I ask because I've been feeling odd, like very paranormal-ish. I understand that feeling. I also enjoyed Erica's readings, very knowledgeable and fun. I know, she's so good, right? Okay, so this paranormal-ish feeling that you're having, what's causing that? Give me a minute. I mean, some of it is season, right? I mean, we are near Samhain, so we all have more spirits around us than usual. So some of it is just that. Anything specific for you? Female, could be mother, grandmother, aunt, something like that. Protective female energy, trying to help you with your situation. And that is stronger right now because of the season as well. Megan J. Nice to see you. What does this month hold for me in regards to romantic relationships, especially with CM? All right, so you and CM, I don't know, man. I would not put all my eggs in that basket. Do we see other opportunities? Honestly, I feel like this could be a difficult month in this way. So just lean into being yourself. Lean into enjoying your life, and whoever you have around you, enjoy that too and see where it goes. But do not attach yourself to the concept or the idea that you must have a relationship with a particular person or at all in this moment. Oh, CN, that's okay. CN, CM, it's going to read the same. Well, let me just check. CN? Because I did read a different, okay. So when I see that I got the initial wrong, does that make a difference? No, same card. So there we are. Okay. Denise, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. We appreciate you. Who is my ancestor that watches over me? I think you have a bunch of them. There's definitely a female, again, mother, grandmother, aunt, something like that. I wonder if you have anyone who passed away in a car accident. Someone who might have had cardiac issues in life. And there is one particularly that communicates with you, perhaps in your dreams. It is someone from your ancestral line who died young. I can tell you that. So there's a bunch. That's really the point. Okay. Anderson Lima, nice to see you. How is Here we go. How is my person analyzing and feeling about my actions post-breakup? I think there's processing and healing and all of that. I don't think this is terrible. I think it's just being processed exactly the way you would think it would be. It doesn't seem terribly sorrowful. We seem to be bringing balance and looking at what did work, what didn't work. Leslie Jones, nice to see you. Thanks for being here. You have a birthday coming up too. That's fabulous. Can I expect anything from my ex for my birthday? I would not expect. If something happens, you can be happy about it, but I would not expect. Adrija, not sure if it's fine to ask more than one question. It's not, but I'll do it for you, Adrija, because we have a special relationship. We do. But I'm having a dream about a particular person daily, like almost for weeks. Is there any spiritual, I added the word spiritual, but I think that's what you mean. Is there any reason for this, or is it just in my head? You are dreaming about this person because you don't have closure, perhaps to the story you told yourself about the possibilities with this person. So it's feeling like you're missing something. So I think it's more in your head, but I think it's indicative of some healing that you need to do. Okay, who is up next? It is Kimmy's Divination Station. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. I've begun working a new job, and I'm deciding if I should give notice to my current employer, keep both jobs, and/or focus on my own divination practice. Fair. I remember being at that phase where I had a couple of jobs and also my divination practice. My kids used to tease me for having 7 jobs. So yeah, I get that. Okay, so new job, regular job, divination practice. So the divination practice is of your heart and something, of course, you should do. But I think, honestly, I don't love the new job. I don't love the old job, but they're both majors. I'm going to say for now, keep it as it is and let's see. Let's see. I think it's probably best for you to do all 3 for now. It may be that one of these will need to go, the old job or the new job. But honestly, I'm not sure which. So I would say wait for now. Okay, Yolanda wants for Jenna to know what October will bring. An opportunity to be helpful to others and maybe some community service, but also some time that you're going to spend just on your own doing the things that matter to you. So it'll be both social and not social, a good balance. Diana, I love these true crime questions because I usually know the case. And I know none of them because I could not care. Like, I do not care. I mean, I don't mean that I don't care about other people's suffering, but I spend all day, every day, talking to people that I know that are in front of me that have real stuff going on. And so the cases that are like out in the world that are not at my table, I just don't have the bandwidth to care. Is that terrible? It's just where I'm at. There it is. Okay. Oh my gosh, Martha. Trey's question reminded me of a seminary friend who disappeared on New Year's Eve a long time ago, Sam Todd. We searched in New York City, never found him. Oh my gosh, that's horrible. Joyous Ocean, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for using members-only emojis. We appreciate you. Am I going to start this new job I applied for this year in Manhattan? The wait is so frustrating. You know, and you and I have talked about this job. I do think it's a great job, and I do think you need to be available for it. But the wait is so frustrating. I do think it'll happen, but I have no idea when. And so you have to sort of plan your life accordingly. And they can't think that they can just be like, okay, it's this date. Oh, no, it's not this date. It's this date. And that you're just going to remain available. I mean, you'll be available for them, but you may not be available to start on exactly the date they want to start you because they've screwed you around so much. Will they understand that? Yes, they absolutely will. They know. They know. Okay. Jenny, nice to see you. I've been flirting with a boy on Insta. How does he feel about me and our interaction? I think he's interested. I think he's really interested. But when we look at like who he is, you know, there could be some issues there. So I think he's interested. I think it's fine. Continue the conversation, see what happens, but recognize there could be some issues there. Just saying. I mean, there could be some issues with anybody, right? We know that. But this one, like, I know he's into you, but I almost feel like he's more into you than he should be at this juncture. So that's why I say there may be some issues. Oh, Denise, that's your sister. When I said someone who passed away in a car accident, it was your sister almost 3 years ago. I'm so sorry for that loss, but that explains it. She's with you. Oh, your 18-year-old niece has moved in with you, Joyous Ocean. That's so cool. Baby Cakes, good to see you. What advice and messages for me have my spirit guides and ancestors regarding career and relationship? Career, there will be great new opportunities. Relationship, you have to figure out what you really want and what you don't really want. Career opportunities are coming. Relationship will be what you choose. All right. Von Ray, thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. We appreciate you. Do you see anything special or good happening for me this month? I think yes. Something good as a writer. And I wonder, did you get an animal or do you want to get an animal? That could happen. I'm not saying it should or it will, but it could. And so I think good things with friends, family, home, work, and maybe an animal. Some other things going on that you're not thrilled with, but hey, that's life. All right, good. Okay, Dishy654, thanks for being here. Thanks for being a new subscriber. Okay, so on Saturdays, we tend to do specific questions, knowing about your immediate future. Not a specific question, but I'll do it anyway. Here we go. What do we see? So there's an issue. There's an issue having to do either with romance, friendship, or family, and it's not making you happy. And you need to think about what you need to do to take care of you. because it feels like people around you that have said they'll be there for you maybe are not being there for you. So you need to figure out how to be there for yourself. That's really the key. Von Ray, no animal yet. But there's that yet word, so you never know. Okay. Okay, here we go. Next up is Feb Bourne. Thanks so much for being here. How can I improve my communication with people? I always seem to pass folks off. So I think you meant piss folks off. But either way. Well, I mean, I think you communicate in a loving way. People get pissed off. That could be on them. Should you communicate in a different way? I don't know, man. I feel like the people who are getting pissed off are people who shouldn't be doing what they're doing in the first place. So I don't know, like I think blaming you for your communication skill, I don't know about that. There's a part of me that doesn't like that. I think you communicate from your heart. You're not always patient, but that's okay. Who is? I think other people should be more damn respectful, but that's just my opinion. I don't know, let me know what you think. Oh my gosh, Martha, if you have time, would you be able to pull a card about Sam? We think he might have fallen into the river and drowned or something worse. Okay, I'll do it right now. I do think he is no longer living. I do think that's true. I do not see evil intent, so it may well have been the river thing, especially if he was jogging or something like that, like jogging by the river, tripped and fell, something like that maybe. Sorry, that's so hard. Okay, and thank you everyone for your kind words. I so totally appreciate it. Okay, Jenny. What kind of issues? I attract so many creeps, so now I'm scared. I think the issues are really, for that person, could be emotional immaturity. Like, did you know this person before, or is this a rando on Insta? You know, that's my question. Because if you don't know this person, I'm not sure this person is representing himself honestly. If you know this person, then you can gauge. All right, Lola Mannequin. Nice to see you. Was Marcos trying to gain my sympathy so I would keep talking to him, or was he just venting? Well, he definitely wants you to keep talking. I mean, yeah. And he was venting, but I do think he wants you. Like, I don't know if it was consciously trying to manipulate that, but he definitely wants to keep talking to you. And thank you, everyone, for your feedback. I really appreciate that. Okay, Jenny, this is a rando on Insta. Yeah, no, I don't trust him. I do not trust him. What I would do if I were you, I would try to get clear information and use your Google powers to figure out that he's either ridiculous or a sock puppet or whatever. So yeah, I think he's interested, but I think he's interested because he's creating something, you know, maybe untoward. Okay. All right, my friends, I think I've gotten to every question. I am so sorry if I accidentally missed you. Please do reiterate. And thank you, everyone, for sharing. Thank you for the conversations that you're having one with another. Thank you for the support that you give each other as well as the support you give me. I really appreciate it. I appreciate all your kind words. I don't always read them aloud, but I do see them. Thank you very much. I will be back on Monday with your 3-card weekly reading. Please check out the links in the description and do the things. Join me at W Dave Big Bang. Join me at StarCon. Have a reading with me. Become a member. All the things. Make sure you like this video. Really appreciate you. Thank you all so very much. I will look forward to seeing you